PSA Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, where to follow your boy at. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that, man. Y'all see the title of this particular blog, man. Let's talk about it, man. I'm going to get right into this. I'm not going to be long-winded. I know sometimes I'm long-winded. Pardon me. It's the Caribbean, New York in me. Pardon itself. All right. One of my flaws. I'm pardon. Cortez and Sürf. Obviously, I was not in the building for this battle. I was, minding my business, and somebody might have said something in my DM. I clicked it, and I was stuck somewhere that I could not get out of the battle. That's neither here nor there. Part of himself, URL, but there's some things we got to talk about. Now, round one, first of all, let me say this. This battle not being shown is wild to me. But let's get into this, man. Round one, Cortez, we're going to right into this, man. Cortez sets it off, obviously, going to this battle. The advantage, obviously, would be Sürf, especially being on a, big stage, so to speak. Cortez, the can spray over a title like I'm Hollywood Hogan. The 45 title from Brady Line, chasing a title was tough. The balance, the negative, like I overdraft. Talking about dealing with the hate. The crematum, then burn his flag. You see more when you dead anyway. That's how you earn an ash. And a lot of times throughout this battle, I felt Cortez was playing off a lot of stuff that Sürf was saying. I go back to Hitman Holla when I say this all the time about Hitman. When people say Hitman don't got bars, but every time people battle him, they take the lines he says and use it against him. And I feel throughout this battle, Cortez is doing that a lot in this battle. And I have a problem with you taking somebody's line and freaking it. I don't have a problem with it, but that was very noticeable. The title flips from Core talked about Sürf disrespecting his peoples and Latino culture. What's a wave when my grandfather literally walked on water? The race consensus, only care if I black on this card, like that line by Core. Core was getting busy in this first round, man. The wave, ripple effect line was cool. The neighborhood, amber the line. 5 from the deuce, 4 from the tray. You ain't the only one with 9 consecutive rounds. Like, Core had some stuff in this round, B. The wave waterfalls line. He brought up the PPP acquisitions. Here's the thing with I had a problem with Cortez. It's minute. I felt there was some stuff that he'll bring up a line that I felt that he could dig into more. And he'll say the line like, okay, remember Sürf did this, but there's some things that I felt he could have harped on. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a math battle Hollow. He made sure he stayed on certain things about Hollow. Sometimes when y'all battle Sürf, y'all don't do that, but that's neither here nor there. Round one, Tsunami Sürf. The lick Colombian necktie line was solid. They asked me how I feel about Core. I don't like him. Your birthday, your death date, your lifespan's a hyphen. Imagine playing gangster on cam. That's indictment. But I'll let it rip off. Air Mike Tyson. I come for the cake. The 3 was just the icing. I liked all that. The only thing I didn't like Sürf was the Mike Tyson air thing. And I think Cortez had a Buster Douglas line in the 3rd round. That's whatever. The interesting thing about this battle, in particular, any battle really, if you're listening to this in audio, fam, there's so many nuances and so many things you can take out of it. Because guess what? You're actually listening to people ad-lib. You would think Jeezy or Jim Jones was at this battle. The ad-libs was crazy. And let me say this. We all know Sürf is a superstar. But man, the audio really, if anything I learned about the audio, Sürf's fan base, his stardom, which is what Sürf says all the time, in the building. See, Sürf is like a lot of battle rappers. You have the guys in the battle rap who feel, I win on cam, I win on the building. Sürf is the guy he feels in the building. In the building. Sürf is the in the building guy. Chilla Jones might be in the camera guy. You see the difference? But listening to Surf and just the oohs and ahs and the admiration and him rapping and they stopping him, then he got to bring the bars back. But the thing about Surf, with him bringing the bars back, the people in attendance are bringing it back with him. Grab that water, 3. Yo. Son, you listen to that first round, it's like, man, you know what I mean? You ever went to Granddad house? I'll invite him, light him, cut him up, slice him, stinking, reeking everywhere. Dykeman. Oh, that was hard. Only thing, sir, respectfully, son, is how many people are really going to get a Dykeman line in Raleigh, North Carolina, respectfully? And number 2, it's more Dominicans and Dykeman than Puerto Ricans, but that's a different story. What he said, and you know what's funny? And as I'm listening to Cortez, as I'm listening to the battle and the oohs and ahs for the people in attendance for every line Surf was saying, I'm wondering what's going through Cortez's mind as he's hearing Surf bring the bars back and people are bringing it back with him. Like, what's going through a battle rapper's mind as his opponent is absorbing? He has to absorb all that. Man, Surf had people in his palm of his hands in the first round. The bigger 9, Stroller, Spanish ladies line. I saw some people hopping on that line. Listen, there's some, respectfully, sometimes the Latinos people, we've seen them in New York City especially, some big kids, a bigger 9 will be in a stroller. It's like, fam, you know, whatever. Surf has said, mi casa, su casa. And as soon as he said that, people went ballistic. I wonder if Cortez would have said mi casa, su casa, if people, like, Surf didn't even get to finish the line, bro. The man said, mi casa, su casa, and they went crazy. I made sure I put that in my notes. When I saw that, I was like, yo, dogs. I'm listening to that like, yo, fam. You feel me? The corner mouth hibachi line was cool. He had a sideburn like Ashanti. People went crazy on there. But respectfully, when I hear Ashanti sideburns, I'm thinking back to 2004, Lloyd Banks, when he said Ashanti got sideburns thicker than mine. That's what I thought. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that line. The bodega lying on the bread, that was crazy by Surf. I love that line a lot, man. And then somebody in the crowd said, yo, Surf, that's effing crazy. Dog, to hear that. And people say that, was that T-Top who said that? People are telling me that was T-Top. First of all, if that was T-Top, for your peer to act like that, that's, yo, Surf, I'm not going to lie to you. And I say this respectfully, Surf. Fam, I'm wondering, Surf, if you feel maybe I had a line here that was okay and you weren't expecting the lines that the people going crazy over. Like, yo, Surf could do no wrong in this first round. But I got Surf winning this first round. Round 2, and here's funny, before I go into round 2, I'm listening to Daylight and Surf in the Spaces last night, right? And Daylight said in the Spaces that that Core rapped first. The crowd, you know, being that he rapped first, the crowd just wanted to hear what Surf had to say after that. And that's why he could do no wrong. Yeah, and Surf said it himself, you're not beating me in the first round. Think about that. You're a battle rapper like Surf, and he's letting y'all know, yo, dog, you're not beating me in the first round. No matter which one of you want to battle me, dog, just know, if you go first, I go second, dog. Yeah, that's cute. But they want to hear me. And whether you like Surf or not, he has that, bro. He really, really has that. You know what I mean? Round 2, Cortez. Of course, spoke about the bloggers, you know, question if he could, you know, win, and, you know, questioning the sport, so to speak. The court snatching grandson, like child services. Nasty, man. The versus features line. That's what I'm saying. He spoke about versus feature, the PPP thing. Like, I feel like he'd dig more into that, right? The Pete Davidson sleep with the K line. This was Cortez's best round of the battle, dogs. By far, man. The push and P line. You can make an argument the best rounds of this whole battle if you want to say Cortez second round and Surf's first round. To me, those two is neck and neck, right? The Bodega Grams is golden. Of course, talking about, you know, what's in the bodega, the scratch offs, the cereals, but the grams is golden. That was crazy. Lockpit, ratchets blowing. The next time y'all hear that skirt, it's casket flowing. That was crazy. How you took Sürf's. You see, that's what I was saying. Like, a lot of times while the battle, and you might have some people saying that Cor's biggest reactions was some of the stuff that he flipped from Sürf. But I don't have a problem with people flipping and stuff as long as it sounds dope, and that's what Cortez did. He did do that, right? The Hermaphrodite line was solid. I know you have an agenda. The Static Selector line, Cortez, I like the Static Selector line because I know Static is. But my thing is, I be wondering if they know Dykeman bars. Like, do they know about Static Selector? Neither here nor there. The tie-dye line I like. The Brooklyn, I spin blocks like there's no parking. The Midnight Madness locking 12. Cortez second round was dope, my dude. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Cole had a dope second round. Round 2 Sürf, man. Spoke about you and Mav can't afford an AP. That tick you off AP, tick you off. Sürf got into his bodega, you know, like he's in the store copping a sandwich, say what he wants on the sandwich. The Pop Seed line was okay to me. The back of the bodega will be chopped cheese. I like that. Here's what I learned about Sürf, and it's so funny. I'm actually learning something about Sürf after recapping all his battles throughout his career. When Son raps, yo, it's like this, like Sürf, like it's not just one line. Sürf has one line connecting to the other, and it's crazy because as you're listening to him, and I'm saying this especially to the people that actually recap his battles and gotta write down the bars. You listen to Sürf rap, right? As a person that you know recaps his battles, and you're like, yo, dog, yeah, you have to keep writing a line because he's not finished. Like his setups to get to the punch or get to where you gotta go, be dope, man. You know what I mean? Talked about the days of the week, what actually happens on the days of the week. His stack was made up poquito. Around the time I tore T up, that was all right. The 16 wetback line was all right. Talked about Cortez selling sneakers. I felt Sürf ended this round short, in my opinion. I think Cortez clearly got round 2, in my opinion, man. Round 3, Cortez. Here's the thing, Cortez. When you say, because here's the thing, as a person that's watched this battle, as a person that knows the history between Cortez and Sürf, just like the rest of everybody else do, right? When we know that you're going to go into this bag up in the third round, there's some things we got to speak about. I'm just saying, Cortez, I'm really expecting when you said the close casket line, you said in the second round, I'm really expecting that line to be living proof in the third round. Bars. Like, I'm expecting that in the third round. And when I say that, King, I'm not saying I didn't like your third round. I'm expecting, this is where I go back to the angles. I'm thinking you about to angle, you about to hollow hand this man in the third, right? And you can hear people in the crowd on the audio. If y'all listen to the audio in the third round, go back to the audio of the beginning of the Cortez third round. You hear somebody in the background saying, yeah, there's some things we got to speak about. So I'm doing that, listening. They're doing that at attendance because we feel like, yo, we know what it is, right? Cole talked about his battles being vaulted. Cole flipped Sürf's rounds and me. I can't get out of how I was, battles being vaulted. He went into that. I got one night to F up the neighborhood. Let the purge begin. I like that line a lot, man. I'm not going to hold you, man. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I heard that line, I'm thinking Cole about to really, said he didn't like Sürf's last 9 rounds, basic. The fake bag to me. I'm going to put the fear in God in your soul, your fashion week. The skeletons in my closet, on Amari, fashion bars from Cortez. Then he went into define what an underdog is, like Tom Brady down at the Super Bowl. The Buster Douglas uppercut, just like when Sürf had a Tyson line. He flipped Sürf's number 9 line. The King Von line, I thought it was slept on. DNA everywhere, missing teeth. The Mexican behind the wall line was tough. I did like that. and he talked about the Nunu situation or harped on it. That's what I'm saying. There's some stuff that, my thing is, if you're going to say Nunu situation, if you're going to say versus a feature situation, if you're going to say all that, I think you have a lot of wiggle room where you have 3 rounds where you can harp on it. And I thought the 3rd round, I personally thought he should have went angle heavy in the 3rd round and take it home. If there's some things we got to talk about. I don't think in the 3rd round should be trying to dissect who's the better MC in the 3rd round. And I say that in the sense of this is when you got to take it there. You know? Round 3, Sürf. Talked about Cortez not getting top tier money. Started getting into his money talk. Said your best performance was 12 years ago. The Bodega Arms out the window line was tough. The J-Pay top tier line was solid. The Down Jones line, Serious Jones getting at Cortez, Down Jones. Asked Smack to blink twice about the battle, you know. Talked about when Cortez was at Slaughterhouse and where he was sleeping at. Talked about the Diz situation. The John B line was solid. Sürf knows how to cater to the crowd, bro. The man, and it's different because I didn't get to watch. I mean, obviously, I'm not watching it on the tube or live in the audience. I'm listening just to the audio aspect of it. You dig what I'm saying? He went into even when he does the slap the ish out of Vixen. Oh, my bad, raw material. That's gonna hit though. Even though that's not catered to Sürf, but that's you know. Hey, he still got Vixen on his mind. Let's whatever. I thought it was a smart move by Sürf doing that also. Ultimate Madness angle by Sürf. The Afro-Americans pick it out line was solid. Talked about Cortez's career, the tournament talk, no hollow in your DNA. I'm going to be honest, yo. The 3rd round is close too, in my opinion, dogs. I'm not going to hold you. I don't think there was a big separation, but I feel Sürf got the 3rd round, though. I feel Sürf got the 3rd round. I got Sürf winning this battle 2-1. I got Sürf round 1. I got Cortez round 2. I got Sürf round 3. It's your boy 3 Letter Man 1.